Good morning. This is Tara. One of the best things you could do to start your day is to hydrate. So grab yourself a sip of water at room temperature or water that is slightly warm. Then we can make our way onto our backs. And we'll begin with some basic breathing this morning. So I'd like you to place your hands over your belly center. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, very slowly fill up the belly with air, and then exhale it out at a slow pace. Ideally, we'd like to do 4 counts on the inhale and 4 counts on the exhale. As you're doing this breathing, unpierce your lips. You may decide to close your eyes so you can really connect with your breath. And just bring some awareness to how your body feels right now in this moment without judgment. Once you finish your last breath, place your hands by your side. We're going to begin to do some pelvic tilts, getting some movement through the hips. So I want you to arch your low back, making space between your low back and the floor. And then I want you to press down really firmly your back into the floor. Again, arching the back, tilting the pelvis forward. And then on your exhale, pressing the low back down into the mat. Good. You don't have to hold either position for long, just a beat, and then moving the pelvis the other direction. Good. Excellent. All right. So after you've completed that last one, I'm going to have you pull your right knee into your chest. So whatever you can grab hold of, draw your right leg in towards your body, and then release it, and grab your left leg and pull it in towards your body. And release it. Good. And we'll keep alternating like this. Gently pulling the leg towards you. And release. Left leg pulls towards you. And release. Good. Right leg again pulls towards you. And if you're feeling good, go ahead and extend that left leg out straight on the ground and press the backside of the hamstring close to the mat. So we open up the hip flexors. Yeah. Excellent. That feels good. Take another deep breath. And then we're going to switch. So bring the left foot back on the floor. Right foot meets the floor. Now we pull the left leg in. And maybe we extend that right leg out straight. And we encourage the back side of the right leg down onto the mat. Again, now opening up the hip flexor, but on the right side. Good. So what we're doing right now is getting hip mobility. And you're just going to keep alternating this back and forth. Switch. Deep inhales in through your nose, long exhales out through the mouth. That's good for the hips for now. Let's start to awaken our shoulders. So with your feet planted on the ground, arms by your side, you're going to reach your hands up overhead, trying to get the back side of the knuckles onto the ground, and then bring them right back by your sides. So we keep the arms as straight as possible doing this. And as you stretch your arms back behind your head, I really want you to reach towards the back side of the mat. Now you'll notice there is very minimal space between my low back and the mat as I reach the hands up overhead. So you want to resist the urge to arch your low back as you do this. We want to keep the back side of the rib cage connected to the mat. Good. And as far as your breathing goes, you should be exhaling as you reach your arms up overhead. Inhaling as you reach your arms back down. Good. Just a couple more. Nice job. Perfect. Let's rest our arms back by our side. And we're going to start to flex the feet and wake in the ankle joints. So drive your heels down into the ground. Pull your toes up towards the ceiling. Good. Not important how high you're getting your toes up. Just a little lift off the ground driving the heels down. Excellent. Up and down, almost like you're doing toe taps here, right? So again, all these muscles that surround the ankles, this dorsiflexion motion you use all day long when walking. And then we're going to do some calf raises. So pull the heels a little closer towards you and then start to lift your heels off the ground. Press the toes down, heels lift up. Good. Let's do 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Excellent work. Okay, we've made a strong connection with all 4 corners of our feet. So let's go ahead and draw the knees back into our chest and place the hands on top of the knees. We're going to start to release the lumbar low spine. So I want you to take the knees around clockwise. You keep the knees together and you just start to make little baby circles, massaging out that low back. Nice and gentle and kind. Good. And then reverse it. So slow down the circles and then counterclockwise, making the same small circles with the knees. Gently massaging out the other direction. Good. Couple more times. Oh, this one always feels good in the morning. And then let your feet rest back down onto the ground. We're going to do a couple bridges. So we're going to articulate by taking the hips off the ground and then lifting the low back off of the ground as well. Again, lifting the hips, low back, backside of the rib cage off the ground, and then hips come right back down. So not fast and furious. It's not about how many you can do in the shortest period of time, but this idea of generating tension through the glutes first to lift, pinching the butt cheeks together, and letting the hips rise off of the ground using the glutes and the hamstrings. So we're awakening the back side of the body right now. Excellent. Getting some nice hip extension, which we don't get enough of if we're in cars all day long or seated at a desk. So this is a nice counterbalance move to all the hip flexion we already have in our life. Okay, so let's do a figure 4. So cross your left ankle over your right knee and place your left hand on top of your left knee. You're going to use your left hand to press the knee away from you and then release it. Press the knee away from you and then release it. Press the knee away, creating a straight arm and then releasing. Good. Press the knee away and release. And you feel you're creating this space through that left hip flexor. Nice. Good. Okay, now let's stay focused on this left leg. I want you to reach behind the left leg with both hands, bent knee, and then we're going to drive the heel up towards the ceiling, maybe straightening the leg. And then generous bend and straighten. So what we're doing is flossing out the back side of this leg, opening up the hamstring, opening up all the nerve channels that live on the back side of the leg. Good. Keep the foot flexed as you do this. Again, it's not important that you straighten the leg at the top. Just get the heel up as high as you can. And if needed, you can always take a strap around the back side of that leg if it's hard to hold on with your hands. You can use a towel, a yoga strap, whatever you have accessible. Good. Okay, let's move to the right side. So figure 4 to start. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Place the right hand on top of the right knee. Press that leg away and then release. Good. Press the leg away and release. Press the leg away and release. We're creating space on the right side of that hip flexor now. Good. Make sure you're breathing as you do this and gentle. You want to feel a little stretch without taking it to an extreme. And then we're going to move into flossing out the backside of that right leg. So hands go behind the backside of the right leg, and then drawing the heel up towards the ceiling. Maybe able to straighten the leg. Good. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. A couple more times here. Yes. All these muscles get really tight while we're sleeping, so awakening the backside of the legs, super important. And last one's good right there. Place that foot back down onto the ground. We're going to take our arms out to our side in a T formation. Very gently, we're going to windshield wiper the knees to the right, and then up back center and to the left. Good. No need for the knees to hit the ground. You want to just take them as far to the right and left as feels comfortable for your back. So now we're working some T-spine rotation, the thoracic spine, that mid-spine. It's meant to be mobile. So we're getting rotation through the torso. Good. Go ahead and pause there. I'm going to have you take some time to roll over onto all fours. No rush, no hurry. You can pause this if you need to. Okay, so we want to meet in a quadruped position. Tabletop, all fours, where the shoulders are over the wrists and the hips are over the knees. We're going to again start to move through the spine, arching the back, lifting the upper back towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to drop the belly down to the floor, arching the back. Inhale, round the upper back. Exhale, drop the belly to the ground, arch the low back. Good. Now as I lift my upper back towards the ceiling, I tuck my chin into my chest. And as then I arch the low back, I lift the chin up and I gaze forward. Good. So you want to take the neck with you here. All right. Let's come back to neutral. And from neutral, we're going to take our right hand behind our head, drop the elbow down to the left wrist, and then open up, taking our gaze to the right. Good. Elbow comes down to the left wrist and then opens up to the right. Inhale as you drop down, exhale as you open up. Again, more mobility for that T-spine. Last one on that side, and then move to the left. Elbow comes down to the wrist, and then we open up, exhale. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, open up. Good. Keep moving in that fashion. I need a couple more right here. Nice job. Back onto all fours. You're doing great. Hang with me for just another moment. We're going to do some tail wags. Lift the right foot off the ground. Take the foot out to the right. Look over to the right. Peek at the toe. And then turn that foot over to the left side. Peek over your left shoulder to the left. Back to the right. Look at the foot. To the left. Look at the foot. To the right. Look at the foot. Exhale to the left. Look at the foot and then place it down. Okay, same thing, left foot. Lift that left foot up. Look over to the left, peek at it. Turn the left foot over to the right, over the right shoulder, you peek at the foot. To the left, look. To the right, look. To the left, look. And to the right. Now this is opening up our side body and getting our lateral core engaged. Place that foot back on the ground. Good. Okay, we are going to move down to the ground. Is that good news or what? Let's lay on our belly. This is Sphinx pose, and it awakens the strength of our low back. So with your forearms on the ground and your elbows right underneath your shoulders, you're going to open up the chest, pull your shoulders away from your ears. We want your gaze straight ahead. Try not to look down and have your chin into your chest, or looking up is also not great for your neck. So straight ahead. Okay, we don't want to be here long. Come down back onto your belly. Go ahead and make a pillow with your arms, and then bend both knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Okay, so that's going to release any tension in the low back. Sphinx is a great back bend move, and we need it, but we don't want to be there for too long. So we're there for a beat, and then we come out of it. All right, so Sphinx again. Come up onto your forearms. Hold this posture. Nice opening through the chest, and then bring it right back down. Good. Bend the knees. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Nice. And one more time with this Sphinx pose. We're going to come back into those forearms. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Open up the chest, arching the low back. This time we're going to peek over our right shoulder, turn and look, and then peek over our left shoulder, turn and look. Again, bringing the chest back down and resting. Good. Now, no rush here, but we're going to get off of our belly and we're going to come into a seated posture on the mat. So go ahead and start to make your way into a cross-leg position or whatever position sitting up is most comfortable for you. It could be with your legs stretched out in front of you. And sitting up nice and tall, I want you to take your right ear to your right shoulder. Good. So finding length through the left side of the neck, and then left ear to left shoulder, finding length in the right side of the neck. Again, right ear to right shoulder. This time, we're going to take the left hand and we're going to reach it out to our side. And we're just on our fingertips, reaching the hand away from the body, creating even more length through the left side of the neck. And then we're going to switch left ear to left shoulder. Right fingertips reach out to the side. And you might feel this stretching out your shoulder as well. It's amazing how much the neck and the shoulders are connected. Bring it back up center. We're going to take final twists, twisting to your right, taking that left hand over the right knee, and then switching sides. Good. Last final seconds here, and we're all finished. Take it back center. Give me a smile. You did it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings.